Hey guys, welcome to the channel, it's Erad, and so with Star Citizen Over 3.20 comes also Arena Commander, which is perhaps one of the main features of this patch alongside the Hull C, which has been, of course, the much anticipated big cargo holder from MISC. But I believe here that the most fun, the most meat we are going to be getting out of this patch is indeed Arena Commander, because Arena Commander has been fully modernized up to today's standard. It was an old mode from back in 2013, which was then upgraded a couple of years later with the FPS mode, but nothing much has been added. I think just one extra map and just a few very rare modes, and that was basically it. Kind of felt like the leftover side of Star Citizen. This is not the case anymore. And so I tried a couple of modes here. So interestingly, some of the experimental modes that we had in the PTU are not here in the full patch. So there's no mode such as Tank Royale, for example, which I think is a good thing because that was really boring and they still need to work on that to make it interesting. But I did try a couple of new features, or at least features that have been updated here. One of them being racing. Yes, I am not a racer, but I have enjoyed a couple of races in Arena Commander out there. Now, I am absolutely terrible. Every time I've raced, the people who raced me took some they lapped me. But nevertheless, it was great to race with people. It was great to not feel motion sick, which is one of the problems that I had before. Maybe because the frames per second were not so great, the game was not so optimized. Now everything is working with the Gem 12. Frames per second are much higher. They've also redone the planet here, Planet Ellis or Green, which has been redone here and made especially for the maps that you are seeing here. And the overall experience feels much smoother, much more comfortable, and I'm definitely going to be willing to try to improve my performance here and maybe enjoy some other races, which was not necessarily the case before. Next, I've done some FPS combat as well. That is my specialty. That's what I like to do the most. And I was glad to see that there were lots of players playing this mode here, 12 players very often, which is the maximum you have on those maps, which sometimes are quite small. One of the new maps that's coming up here with 3.20 is, of course, Security Post Carry. It's awesome to be fighting in Security Post Carry once again without being annoyed by all the security and all the new upgrades that were brought a couple of patches ago. And overall, very pleasant experience. Once again, you really feel the old-fashioned FPS free-for-all type of style of gameplay that we had in the Persistent Universe in the past. It's all there, and I had a blast. I also had a blast playing with the other maps too. I noticed that the FS9 was nerfed. It does not fire at the crazy fast speed that it used to fire before. So I was quite surprised here. If you think that the FS9 is going to be the gun that's going to help you win every fight, then think again. It's not the case anymore, and I'm glad for that. I made a couple of videos about why it should be nerfed, and I think that they have managed to find a pretty good balance here. But what surprised me the most was perhaps the squadron battle. I tried a little bit of space as well, which is not really my forte. I know I'm a terrible pilot. People always say that in the comment section down below. You don't need to remind me of that, but I'm making efforts. I got a few kills as well. I was so excited that I've managed to eradicate a few players fair and square also, so that was also something that made me proud. I was really excited to get to try some of the new combat maps here for the dogfighting module, which do take place in atmosphere. And let me tell you guys, fighting in atmosphere is really quite different compared to fighting in space, because the velocities of your ships are totally different because of the gravity of the planet, and the atmosphere is dragging your ships as well. And I think that overall it's really good training for some situations that may be happening in the Persistent Universe. I'm thinking, for example, of jump down when there are often skirmishes in the atmosphere above the drug lives. So if you want to be trying out that here, atmospherical flight and training your skills for the real deal in the Persistent Universe, I think that Arena Commander is the way to go. I like the fact that the leaderboards are also here, so you can check your progress here with the community. That's also a really nice touch. And overall, the whole experience seems far less buggy than it used to be in previous patches. And I really hope that we are going to see more people playing this. I was glad to see that there were a lot of people playing today, but that's because the patch just got released, so I guess people are excited. excited. I just hope that they're not going to be bored of the mod. But let me know in the comment section down below, guys. We got a giveaway this month. Of course, we're giving away a Dre Vulture Best in Show Edition. All you have to do is to subscribe to the channel, answer the question I'm going to ask right now. Are you going to try Arena Commander? Are you going to give it a go? Is it something that you play regularly or from time to time? Let me know what your thoughts on Arena Commander in 3.20. And also, if you don't want to subscribe and you don't want to comment, well, you can also help me out on Patreon via the usual membership program, and you have automatic access by entering your name on Discord. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you guys out there in Arena Commander. I definitely plan to play more of that. I was on a little break here. I was playing a lot of Starfield, taking a break from Star Citizen, but I really think that playing Arena Commander here is going to motivate me to launch that RSI launcher and get into Arena Commander. Maybe not the PU because of all of the 30Ks and the bugs, but definitely Arena Commander for sure, guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much to Dr. Frobin, Zero Crusher, and Deplorable Infidel for helping the channel out. Have a great day. Cheers.